All right, good morning, everybody. The Iceman here on the Iceman V 2013 YouTube channel, the Iceman Wrestling Network. And just when we thought yesterday, with all the buzz about Ring of Honor signing a TV deal with Destination America to be the lead-in show for TNA Impact Wrestling, still there's a lot of details that need to come out of this. But anyway, more news regarding Ring of Honor, WWE. It's been reported that Vince McMahon is looking into the situation. He's possibly interested acquiring AJ Styles. Well, my thoughts on that is when AJ was leaving TNA, we all heard about it back in 2013. WWE had no interest whatsoever in AJ Styles, and I was very surprised at that back then. And so AJ went on and went back to Ring of Honor, started going to New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he's worked his butt off, and he's really made a pretty good living. I believe he likes where he's at right now. He's a champion in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he's worked hard for it as well. And if you've seen any of the interviews on the Can-Am Wrestling Show with Andre Corbeil and Big Ray, um, you know, you clearly know what's in the head of AJ Styles. He clearly did state he would have loved to have gone to the WWE, but he said they never contacted him whatsoever. So he said obviously they weren't interested in him. So now we hear after the WWE has signed Samoa Joe to a contract, um, now the WWE is reported that they're interested in AJ Styles. Now, we all know that next year, in 2016, the WWE has plans on touring the three brands, SmackDown, Raw, and NXT as well. And it's been reported that the WWE wants to beef up their roster to make them, pretty well secure and, have a pretty good clientele on that roster list. Um, so you have to say to yourself, is this really the only reason why the WWE is now interested in AJ Styles? Because they want to tour three brands and they want to beef up their roster. If they weren't going to tour with three brands, would they be even interested in AJ whatsoever? Like I said in 2013, they had the opportunity and they didn't even, put any feelers out to AJ. So this is sort of interesting. The other side of the coin is now that Ring of Honor and TNA both are on Destination America on Wednesday nights, this is obviously going to be some competition for NXT, and I don't care what any of the WWE fans say, because a lot of WWE fans that are just WWE fans, no other promotion, is any good. I, as a professional wrestling fan, do believe that for the amount of time that Ring of Honor and TNA are on Destination America, they are going to have an impact on the viewership for NXT, regardless what anybody says. So, Vince really never openly or publicly ever, lets anybody know that he's worried about other promotions, and he really never has in the past. He never would acknowledge WCW until the point where WCW almost took him down, and then after WCW closed and Vince took the roster, and well, they actually bought him and closed him. Then did he gloat about the fact that he won, but he doesn't really publicly say how close he was to being closed down at that particular point in time. So anyway, here's the thing. AJ being pursued by the WWE, because they are going to tour three brands. They want to beef up their roster. I think another part of the reason is get or acquire some of those stars that are your competition. Now, AJ obviously is a big commodity in the world of professional wrestling. Not as big as we thought he would be, or I should say this. Back in 2013, he wasn't a big commodity to the WWE because they would have snatched him up anyway. But now things have changed. You know, you're going to see Samoa Joe. Now, if he still, in fact, is allowed to appear on the Ring of Honor show, especially now that it's going up against NXT, this is sort of interesting. This is a fine line because I don't know if Vince is going to allow this or not. But, so with Ring of Honor, and, you know, you have the Young Bucks, you have AJ Styles, you know, everybody knows about Ring of Honor, who they got for superstars. It's sort of interesting. You know, Vince has competition on a Wednesday night. So, you know, what better way is to slowly pull away the superstars from the competition and, you know, whether it be by selfish means to beef up your own roster for your 3 brand touring date in 2016, you know, remains to be seen. It really doesn't matter. But I see this as a two-way situation. WWE just wants AJ, you know, because they need him. They need some big stars to help the brands when they tour next year. And also, by getting him, it takes a major superstar off their competition. So this is interesting. It's a very, very fine line. I find it very interesting, really, now that the WWE is interested in AJ Styles. A lot of people thought maybe, you know, it has something to do with Samoa Joe, that AJ may just jump ship. I don't know. I'm not certain because I think AJ's pretty happy where he is right now. Of course, he said he always would have loved to work for the WWE, but, you know, he needs to sit down and think about this long and hard because he wasn't approached after he departed from TNA. And he's got to stop and think, well, why do they want me now? You know, so we'll just have to wait and see. So give me your thoughts, give me your opinions. I think it's a very, very interesting situation at this point. You know, I wish the best for any superstar from any promotion. They all do this for the love of professional wrestling and also, you know, to put food on the table for their families. So we'll just have to wait and see what develops. More details to come, I'm sure. So peace out, everybody. Have yourself a great Thursday. We'll see you all next time. This is the one and only, the Iceman.